It's your girl Wendy and I'm back with another video. If you're new to my channel, please go ahead and consider subscribing to your girl's channel. New videos posted every Tuesday and Thursday, sometimes on Wednesdays, depending on what's going on. A1 since day one, or however long you've been here. I sure appreciate you. Know what I'm saying? Know what I'm talking about? Already, man. It's all love. So today, as you can tell by the title, yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. I glittered out my desk. So the items that you are going to need, you're going to need you some isopropyl alcohol. You're going to need you some painter's tape. You're going to need you some epoxy. You're going to need you some glitter. You're going to need a desk. And you are going to need you a bucket. Okay? As well as some paper towels so you can go ahead and clean off your desk. So that's what I did. I cleaned off my desk using 99% isopropyl alcohol. And I did that because I wanted to make sure that whatever dust or dirt was on my desk, that I got it off. So right here, what I'm doing is all this stuff I purchased from Amazon. I went ahead and I like to pay. I like to pour. Okay, she can't talk. I like to pour my hardener first, and then I like to apply the I forgot what the other part is called, but I like to apply the hardener first, and then the other part A. I put part B first, the hardener. So whatever your hardener is, I would suggest to go ahead and pour the hardener first and then do part A second. So you want to make sure that you mix. And you want to make sure that you mix until it's no longer cloudy. So I got tired of stirring. I got tired of pouring, so I decided to go and do something else. I said to myself, myself said, huh? I said, sis, this is you doing too much stirring. And I forgot that I had other popsicle sticks right next to me. You see this little bitty popsicle stick? Look at it. Look at this. I needed a tongue depressor. But it's all good. I made it work. I made it do what it did. So what I would recommend is if you're going to try this method, I highly, 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 highly suggest that you put down some plastic on your floor, because if not, it's going to drip on your floor. Oh, it's going to drip. It don't matter if you got painter's tape or not. It's going to drip. Oh, no, I think I know what happened. Never mind. It's not going to drip on your floor. What actually dripped on my floor was the, when I put this bucket down, that's what dripped on the floor. It's easy to pick it up, to get it off, because, you can use like a tweezers or something with a sharp edge, and you can get that off the floor. But I recommend that you put your desk or table onto plastic. You can get you a small roll from Amazon. I forgot what the name of mine is that I have in my garage. You can get it from Home Depot, from Lowe's. And I would just go ahead and do it that way, because if you don't, you're going to mess up your good stuff. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to have that stuff on your floor. So as you can see now that after I let it rest, it's becoming clear again. It's becoming clear now. So I'm going to mix, scrape the sides, mix, scrape the sides, mix. There was a time where I had to take it and put it in my lap because it was just too much. So I'm using rose gold glitter. Hey, rose gold dreams in LA. And I'm using 3 kinds of rose gold glitter. So I'm using like just regular straight up chunky rose gold glitter, fine rose gold glitter, and hollow rose gold glitter, as well as some I don't remember the name of it, but it's white and it's got AB in it as well. And so I just had my daughter pour it all in there. I actually had 4 of those glitters. I had 4. I'm glad I did not do all 4, because if I would have done all 4, it wouldn't have worked out for you, girl. So I used I have 64 ounces, 1 gallon of epoxy, and I'm scraping the sides down to make sure I get all of the glitter, and I'm going to make sure that I mix it in very well, very good, so that way when I do pour it, I have holographic pieces all throughout. I didn't want to go stone cold holographic rose gold glitter because so I had purchased 2. So I purchased 2 regular rose gold glitter, chunky and fine, and then I purchased 2 holographic graphic glitter, fine and chunky. But what ended up happening was that I didn't open up another package that I had, so it just was what it was. So as you can see, I have stuff on my gloves right here. I believe that that's what spilled on the floor. And so because that spilled on the floor, I do have some places where there is epoxy on the floor, but it is what it is. So whenever I use the painter's tape, some did drip down, but it didn't fall onto the floor. It didn't fall onto the floor at all, and I really, really like that part about it. So I'm gonna go ahead and pour it, and as I'm pouring, I have a silicone brush that I was using for when I was doing my creations in the garage. I'm using that now to scrape the epoxy out, making sure I get the glitter pieces and all that stuff, because there was still a lot of epoxy left in. And so that's what, because I didn't get it all off of the rim right there. So that's part of what dripped out on the floor also. So when you pour, you want to make sure you pour from end to end, making sure that you pour from one end of your desk to the other. I didn't do that. And so it was difficult trying to make it spread out and be even. I had more than enough epoxy. That wasn't what the issue was, but I just didn't have enough to cover, because of how I poured it. I didn't have enough to spread from end to end. But if I would have poured from end to end, it would have been better. So the epoxy is self-leveling. The epoxy I'm using is from Epoxy Lab. I like that one. It did have an odor. It normally doesn't have an odor, but I guess because I used a larger amount, it had an odor, but it was all fine. It was all good. It was what it was. So I'm using the silicone brush, making sure I get into the corners very well, making sure I get to the edges very well, but trying not to pour so much, have so much on the edges that it was going to go and seep through. Like I said, it didn't, though it may have gotten through the top of the painter's tape, it didn't get through the bottom of the painter's tape. So I used 2 layers of the painter's tape, one to cover the bottom edge, and then I overlapped that edge with the second portion that I put on, and it worked very, very well. I wish I would have had a thicker painter's tape, but I just worked with what I had because I didn't want to be, all out and about doing other stuff, doing different stuff. So I really liked how it turned out. I liked that in some of the black, it doesn't show through. As you can see it right here, it does show through here. And what I forgot to film was me torching it. So I just used my butane lighter that I picked up whenever from Amazon. It doesn't come with butane, so I had to take Jesus with me to a smoke shop, but hey, he's been other places before. And so got the butane and torched it very, very well. I torched it in sections. So I did like one section, then the middle, then the other section. And I allowed it to self-level and do what it was going to do. This epoxy, I believe you have 40 minutes working time. And so as you can see here, I'm making it, scraping it, and doing all that good stuff. So stay tuned for the rest of the video so you can see what I do in the end, using my power drill. Ooh, 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 ooh. And but yeah, this was a very fun project. I like how my desk is so glittery. It's so pretty. I love it. So this has been Journey with Wendi. I'm me, she, her, and Wendi. New videos are posted every Tuesday and Thursday, sometimes on Wednesdays, depending on what's going on. And if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, leave them down below. Or hit your girl up at journeywithwendi with an I, not a Y, at gmail.com. And so go ahead and like this video. Subscribe to my channel, please. And also, tell me what you think about the desk. Tell me what you think about my method and what you may have done differently. And so with that, you know what that means? That your girl is what? That your girl is a